It is. Hey everyone, I'm Jessica.
How's it going? I'm Holly.
I'm Holly. Welcome to the Crabcast.
Camera's
right
there.
here. Move the screens so that we're not.
Okay, we're gonna switch screens. There. Hold on, and I'm gonna move this screen over here so we can see the chat. Somehow. There it goes. Okay. Yay!
No, I'll move everything onto this screen so that we're not looking away from the screen.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yes.
I'm also going to reload this so it's not messed up.
And if you are hearing a it's not because we have a gnome vacuuming, it's because Ross has a lot of porn on his computer and his fan's working really hard.
It's not porn, it's Ninja Turtle fan art.
No, it's like sexy retro ladies that are naked that he calls art.
It's true.
They're references.
Of course they are. Alright. Well, welcome everyone.
Cheers! Cheers!
So, how'd you like the show? Oh, turn it off on there. We're echoing. Don't turn it off.
How did we fuck up again?
We didn't.
We were doing so well.
I know. Anyway, yeah, so if you watched our earlier stream, it was very professional, except for when we broke everything. Jessica just chugged your wine.
Where is the rest of the wine?
In the other room. Well, it's only 11% alcohol. You can't be tipsy yet.
I'm not tipsy.
Just tipsy. Oh, it's good night. It's good night. What do you guys think of my hair? Do you think I look good as a blonde, or do I look dumb? Do I look dumb? I think I look dumb. There's some in the fridge. Is that the only white wine? Yes. I'm sorry. Oh, the chat just loaded. I'm sorry, guys. But yes, we were robbed. I think we were robbed. There was some robbing going on in this episode. A little bit of robbing.
Guys, this is practically a dry Crabcast.
No, I've got a bunch of red wine.
I can't drink red wine.
You can drink a glass of red wine.
When I drink red wine, bad, regrettable things happen. Once, guys, I drank red wine at 6 p.m. in London, and I did cartwheels on the high street.
Whose fault is that?
And then I fell asleep in some bushes.
Whose fault is that?
And then I forgot what happened, and I was wearing completely different clothes the next day, and I did not go anywhere.
That's fair.
And then I totally clogged up my toilet, but not because I got sick, just because I dropped some toys in there, like my action figures, not like sex toys. I did not have sex toys in London, because I wasn't that cool.
That's fair.
Get off your phone.
No.
Just check to see if my Tumblr post. Hey guys, guess what? You know how I rag on Tumblr all the time? I've decided to give Tumblr a second chance, and I don't regret it at all. This isn't a fun Crabcast if you're on your phone.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing? Dude, I know what you're doing, and it's not.
It was important.
No, it wasn't.
It said my thing was failing. It said my PayPal was failing, and through my store envy, I had to make sure it was working. That's what it said.
You can do it in an hour.
All right.
Anyway, let's just like sit and enjoy this time together on the Crabcast.
Okay.
So my name's Jessica. This is Holly. This is the Crabcast. Hang on, I have to do some measurements. All right. I'll do my finger here, and that's when I know I have to start pouring for myself.
I don't think the chat is loading.
I thought you said the Chad. I was like, it's Chad.
No, Chad's not here. I think I just have to reload it. I've been reloading the chat because it seems to not be.
Well, why don't you just do the chat? See, this. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Just do the chat not in here.
It doesn't work in this.
Why?
I don't know, because it's Google. Because nothing Google works. We've learned that lesson tonight. It's like, it just doesn't work. Wait, to list all available commands, enter. No, it just doesn't work. That's just going to tell you what fucking emotes you can do. Alright, well, the only way you can see the chat is if we reload our window.
Well,
Why?
this is stupid.
Oh, there. Maybe if we just let it play, it'll be fine. Let's just see. Let's just see.
Let's just see. Anyway.
Oh my god, talk to us about being role models for the next generation of girl geeks. I can only hope.
And little boy geeks.
Yeah, I can only hope.
Geeks. I like that
Geeks?
word.
Sure, whatever.
Geeks.
Oh, I miss Lizzy. We miss Lizzy too. We don't know where she is.
I know where she is.
She was supposed to be here.
No, she's in Oakland right now fighting the man. They're like, she's in grad school and they are like some kind of union strike or something because they're not paying fair wages because no one cares about upper education anymore. So she is up there trying to like negotiate with the UC regents because she goes to University of California, Irvine. So she's up in Oakland because the main UC is UC Berkeley, the oldest one, where Lizzy and I went for undergrad. And she's up there because the main regents are in Oakland. So she is like the head of the student union or something in Irvine.
I see.
And so she's trying to negotiate wages. Otherwise, she would have been on the Crabcast because I told her to drive over here.
Well, that's a noble goal.
You're right in front of my light.
I'm sorry.
This little light.
Is that better?
I'm gonna let it shine.
That's a noble goal.
Yeah.
Good for Lizzy.
You're my light again.
Good for Lizzy. I'm not. You just moved.
I feel like I should be allowed to be comfortable.
I'm gonna drop this dinosaur in your crotch.
Let's talk about like
Someone asked, how long did it take for us to make that Skeksis costume?
2 weeks.
It was 2 weeks. That's the longest we had or ever will have to make any costume on Heroes of Cosplay.
Yeah.
That's why the costume looked good, everyone, is because we had 2 weeks to make it.
We had 2 weeks because the production crew
went on vacation. Yeah. The only reason we had 2 weeks is because the production crew went on vacation.
They went on vacation for Thanksgiving, and we did not go on vacation for Thanksgiving.
No.
It's going to go back on, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go.
They went on vacation for Thanksgiving, and we worked through Thanksgiving. So I am thankful for Skeksis. I'm thankful for Jim Henson. I'm thankful for editors that leave in nonsensical comments about Batman and Alfred. If you haven't seen the episode, I don't think that we've ever gotten more slap happy than whatever happened then. Do you remember saying those things?
No.
Here, skip back a little.
I don't remember saying those things. It's really funny because I don't remember saying them. And then I heard us say them. I was like, wow, that was really funny. Was I drunk? What was happening? I couldn't be drunk because the crew was there at my house.
We probably were a little bit drunk.
We were just like out of it. Oh, see, your thing worked.
My thing worked. I just posted some pictures onto my Tumblr.
Can I have my phone back so I can retumble it for our lovely listeners?
Yeah. Yeah, because you have like 10 times more Tumblr followers.
It's only because of Ross. Everyone just hopes that someday I'll just post Ross butts everywhere, and they'll be like, "Oh, Ross's butt."
They don't need you to post Ross butts because
he does it himself. That's right.
Yeah, Ross gives us everything, including the computer we're using right now, which he doesn't know we're doing. We had to unplug a lot of cables to get this to work right now. No, but on Tumblr, I just posted I don't know, I'm just using like a raver flashlight at you guys. But I posted on my Tumblr page, jessicamarizin.tumblr.com, some screenshots of a book that Holly and I made because a lot of cosplayers, which we didn't really know until we started competing, do like progress books of like their stuff, and they take like photos while they're working, and Holly and I never do that. But this time we were so serious and so dedicated, and we were like, we're in it to win it. So we did. Not only did we do that, we made up an entire Skeksis, because here's the backstory about the Skeksis. There were 16 Skeksis. 4 of them die before the events of the Dark Crystal. And 4 of them are like taken place, like you find out about them in the series of comics, in like the comic books that take place after the Dark Crystal, right, but they actually take place before the Dark Crystal. And then you have the 8 Skeksis that are in the movie. So we were like, the 4 Skeksis that died, we should be one of those Skeksis that you have no idea who they are, and they're never talked about, and they're never named, because all of the Skeksis are named, and they all have a theme. And Jim Henson said that each Skeksis is named after one of the 7 deadly sins. And actually some of them, because there's more, there's like 12 of them, some of them are like multiple sins and they're mixed up. So ours, we wanted to be Skek Crab, the Cateer, which they like totally took out the backstory, because there's like so many cosplayers in Heroes of Cosplay, no one has time for like elaborate backstory. So they only like mentioned our like lore of our costume like in one sentence. But we decided to make Skek Crab the Cateer because we didn't want to do like a replica of any of the other ones. So we made our own Skeksis, and we decided to make it up and design it ourselves, which was really fun. Holly made the concept art, and I like picked out the fabric and the colors, and we decided to name it after Greed, the deadly sin, and make it up to be like a costume designer, and like ourselves, and like Crabcat. So yeah, so we made this like really elaborate book to go along with it, and we used kind of the like illustrations and the drawings of Brian Froud, and we went ahead and did that. And we wrote like we wrote the lore, and we wrote about like why Jim Henson and Brian Froud and all the production designers did what they did. We wrote about how the Skeksis was puppeteered and how they did it, and like what the Skeksis were based on, and how Jim Henson was inspired. We have Holly's original concept art in here. We have some fabric swatches so that everyone can see up close. And then we have our progress shots so everyone could see what we did. So we made that book, and the judges looked at it for like 2 seconds, and then they looked at my seams and were unimpressed. And
then we lost.
We were like, that wasn't really the point. The seams was not that, like when we looked at the seams on the Skeksis from the movie,
the thread didn't match.
They like YOLO'd the seams too.
Yeah, it's true.
And they were rotting. They were like literally rotting and falling apart.
They were rotting. Yep.
So
they were rotting.
But it's fine. I think that cosplay contests are subjective, and it's fine. You should never go to a cosplay contest expecting to win, because
you should not.
You will sometimes be disappointed, and you will sometimes be happy. So you should just go to a cosplay contest and pretend you're on a giant stage where for 30 to 90 seconds people are forced to watch you. Just like right now, the 142 viewers and whoever decides to watch this after the broadcast is not live, but you were watching it forever and ever until YouTube shuts down for like whatever nefarious reasons. You were forced to watch us. That's what a cosplay contest is. It's a big stage where someone made the regrettable decision of allowing you to get on stage.
That happens to us every time they let us on stage.
I know. They really made a big mistake.
Yeah, they do. Anyway, people are looking at our book. They're looking at our book. They said the book is a treasure. Tumblr stuff is super cool. Why don't we answer a couple questions in the chat now that I've got it working?
Good job. Good job.
All right, chat. Go for it. We're looking at you now. We're going to answer 3 questions.
3?
And then we're going to go on a tirade again and then possibly answer more.
Okay.
Come on, guys.
Well, I mean, I think there's like a slight delay on the chat and on
Meanwhile, now that we've got Tumblr working, yeah, go check out Tumblr. Jessica's Tumblr is
jessicamarizan.tumblr.com. MERIZAN. It's like marzipan, but not at all.
And mine is commanderholly.tumblr.com. And go check them out and see some of our Skeksis pics on there. Because we actually did work really hard in this costume. And yes, we got 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks to do it, which for us was like fucking eating caviar at a champagne bar because it was so nice to have 2 weeks. Because usually we have about 4 days while the crew was at our house. And while Jessica has her day job and I am either doing other things during the day or attempting to finish the costume as quickly as I can until Jessica and Chloe can come over and we can all work on it. Yeah. So that is how we make things. Someone sent us a question in all caps. What was your favorite part about making the Skeksis cosplay, Jessica? Thank you from Keely Menor Booth.
My favorite part was coming up with the concept of the Skeksis because it was like a light bulb. We were originally going to do one of the original Skeksis. Which one were we going to do?
We were going to do the Chamberlain.
Yeah, we were going to do the Chamberlain.
So people had already cosplayed the Chamberlain, and they'd done an amazing job.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to be a little bit more creative.
And that, well, I mean, that would have been really, really hard to do accurately in 2 weeks. But, I mean, I also really, really, really felt, I really felt.
This person said they're very body conscious from wounds in Iraq, but you have made me love cosplay. Hooray! So I'm making my first. I'm doing Ghostbusters. What would you recommend I make the proton pack out of? We'll answer that one next.
Okay. I felt very strongly about doing a design because one of the things I like about cosplay is it makes you feel close to the original creators and designers of whatever it is you're cosplaying. So eventually we got to meet Brian Henson, which was like a dream come true, and I cried in the car on the way over there and totally ruined my makeup. But
you did.
I did. It was, I don't cry like ever, so it was I was verklempt. But making and designing our own Skeksis and talking to Brian Henson about it, I felt like that was really special, even beyond making a replica Skeksis. What was your favorite part of the Skeksis?
My favorite part of the Skeksis was actually the sewing, believe it or not. That was a real challenge for me. And building that undersuit to get the proportions right and everything, and having it turn out so good. I mean, that's the first time that I'd done an undersuit by myself. And unlike, I'd worked in shops before where other people I've seen made bodysuits and things like that, but I used a lot of the knowledge that I gathered over the years to build that undersuit, like a lot of the straps and the backpack and everything. And it was really rewarding, and it made me mad that they cared that the thread did not match because I did that on purpose. And I was like, come on, guys, that for me, for someone who's not a seamstress and making that without a pattern and picking out all the fabrics and everything, that was really an achievement, I feel like. Because I can sculpt. I'm confident in my ability to sculpt a Skeksis head in a couple of hours. I can do that, but I'm not confident in my ability to sew. And doing something new is always a challenge and kind of exciting and scary at the same time. So that was really fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I couldn't have done it without your support, Jessica, because otherwise I would have just rolled around in the fabric and given up.
Aw, shucks. I'm trying to find the. I was trying to find the costume.
Well, someone asked how to make a proton pack.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find.
I would say use EVA foam because it's lightweight. It won't bog you down, and you can glue it together with large contact cement or any kind of contact cement you can get from Home Depot. And the EVA foam are floor mats that you can buy from Harbor Freight or Lowe's or wherever. Just cut them up, glue them together, and paint them, and there you go. So I would say do that for a proton pack, and I would build it on a regular backpack and just build it around the backpack, and then just either alter the straps, and then you've got yourself a proton pack. I don't know that much about electronics though to make it like glow and all that stuff, so you will have to. And I know there's a bunch of Ghostbusters build people all over the place, so if you look up a lot of the Ghostbusters groups online, they will have tutorials, because they're kind of like the 501st or the like 405th. They kind of have their own cosplay groups because there's a lot of them. So there's a lot of groups like that online that you can join and meet people that do Ghostbusters cosplay in your local town.
Yeah.
So go search those people out and find them. And you can talk about Bill Murray and other Ghostbusters-related things with them.
Yeah. To answer Benjamin's question, yes, I am going to be at E3 with BioWare.
I'll be there. I got a ticket.
I know. Hillary got you a ticket.
I know. I don't know what I'm doing there, but I'll probably be filming a video of me talking about things I don't care about.
You care about BioWare.
I care about BioWare. I'll go talk to you. Can I interview you?
Yeah, you can interview
me
and Hillary.
Can I interview you and Hillary?
Mm-hmm.
Can I be a huge troll?
No. You can come find me if you're going to be at E3 at the BioWare booth, which is at the EA booth. I don't know what booth number it is, but it's a big booth.
I will be there wandering around, and I'm going to interview Jessica for my YouTube channel.
Good. How long does it usually take to make costumes not for heroes? I guess it depends.
Not for heroes.
Not for heroes. I guess it depends. Like, we've made our really elaborate costumes that we do as collaborations with some of our friends. Like when we made the Mass Effect 2 costumes, we spent about 3 to 6 months on all of those.
Sure.
But we've gotten faster since then, and now we usually do stuff in about I would say if we're not rushing to make something and we want to make it at quality, probably about 2 months we want to spend so that we're not killing ourselves. We made the kaiju in about a month.
Yeah, that was all after work.
Yeah, it was after work because we don't do this for our day job. But ideally we give ourselves about a month on and off to make a costume, a big costume. Doing something the Welcome to Nightville costume, or when we'll make our Hannibal costumes, that we can make in about a week or 2 weeks, just for fun, so we're not stressing ourselves. System Nominal asks, how does Heroes of Cosplay prevent spoilers for contests that are filmed in front of a live audience? I don't think they don't. I think that it just doesn't it just doesn't go it just doesn't go viral. Yeah. Really.
Well, I mean, it's if you see us at a convention and we're in a new costume, everyone can take pictures of us. They don't stop that.
Mm-hmm.
You see pictures from the convention. The convention sometimes even post about the winners, and if you follow the convention, you can see who won.
Yeah.
You can find it. You can find it pretty easy if you want to know who won, but no one cares. So it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. Fierce People asks, do you have a favorite place to buy clothing and materials and textile stuff in LA? The best place to buy stuff is in the fabric district, but we don't like doing that because...
Actually, I do like doing that, but only I have specific times that I like doing it. If I need certain things. If I have... I'm not lying. I bought all of your Skeksis material there.
Yeah, we did,
yes.
But you hated it.
Yes, but I realize that I like it now because I go to the places where they sell mango covered in the chili, and then I eat that, and then I feel better.
Okay, well, you used to hate it.
Well, I don't hate it as much now.
You used to hate it to the point that we like would go to Joann's.
So I did, but see, in summer now, I just go and get the mango, and I feel better with the chili on it.
Okay, so go to the Fabric District, everyone, and go get mango with chili.
And then it makes it better.
I was really excited when we went to the Fabric District because we got some really high quality wool for Holly's Inquisitor costume. It ended up being like, what was it, like $80 for
Spoiler alert, Inquisitor for next episode.
Well, for next episode, but you've worn the Inquisitor like a million
I have,
times.
yeah.
And that's not on the episode. That like quilt coat was like made before.
Yeah.
But it was like $80 for like 8 yards.
We had a ton.
It was like, it was like
great.
It was like bananas, and it was just like in the corner.
One of my favorite things to get from the Fabric District is there's a bunch of stores that sell a bunch of different colored fur for like stuffed animals and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's so many different kinds. Like I love like art dolls, and so I've been collecting all these different like really awesome furs. I want to make like a monster rug, like a fake fur monster rug, and like my own like hats and stuff. And you can get it for like nothing. It's amazing. It's the best. Like you can find some really cool gems there. Oh, I'm sorry. We got all of our Skex's fabric there, which was really fun too. But how much do you think all that fabric cost for the Skex's? It was like not cheap though.
No, it was actually pretty good. It was because I had to PayPal you for it. It was like $200.
Yeah, it was like $200, which I guess isn't that bad for all of that fabric.
It was a lot of fabric.
It was a lot of fabric.
It was a lot of fabric, and we used all of it.
Yeah.
We do have a show. You can watch Try This at Home on the Nerdist channel. That's on hiatus right now. Holly has a show called The Commander Holly Show, which is on YouTube, youtube.com/Commander Holly. And she also just started a show called Cosplay Class,
which I should have had out today, but I didn't because I was camping. I'm sorry.
Well, no one, like, you don't need to make excuses and apologize. Like,
I am though.
I could have just said that and everyone would have been like, oh, how impressive.
Oh.
And someday soon I'm going to start my own YouTube channel. Well, it exists, so you can subscribe.
And you should, because Jessica is going to make very funny content.
It's youtube.com/Jessica Marzipan, spelled exactly like it sounds for once. And so I'll make like vlogs, like stuff Jessica hates, like the blog that I used to have. And I'm going to start a show called Kinder Cosplay, which is going to be cosplay videos for beginners and for kids and their parents, but also for like people just getting into cosplay and crafts, and that like you don't want to do like complicated stuff. Yeah. Because fuck that.
We're gonna have a lot of crossover on our shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll have Crabcast on the Crabcat channel.
And like we want to do more skits and videos and fun stuff on this channel.
Bring Chad on.
Yeah, Chad's crazy. Yeah. Yes. Did we get to hang out with the Face Off cast after that one premiere? So we were on an episode of Face Off, which was really weird.
It was weird.
They kept us segregated in like a little tent. We got to like wave at the lady who hosted it, which I knew her from the soap opera that she used to be on, Passions.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. She was on Passions.
Like, oh my God, Passions! I did not say that to her though because I don't know.
I don't know if she wanted to remember Passions.
I loved Passions until I loved Timmy and Tabitha until Timmy died, and then I don't know. It was one of those shows where I was just like, it just never. It's like Battlestar Galactica, where like you just never get anywhere with it. It's just like next episode is another cliffhanger. So eventually, I just had to cut myself off cold turkey. But I recognized her from that, so that was pretty cool. We kind of talked to a few of the cast members. We were really obsessed with Lainey. We got to walk around and judge some of the some of the contestants from Face Off in this like quick challenge that like did not air on the show at all. And we were really mean about this one guy.
Oh, he was so awful.
He was this like Jersey Shore guy.
Rude.
He was this Jersey Shore guy. Okay, here's an inside scoop.
Yeah, this was like sexism. Like,
yeah,
hard.
I don't even care. I think Yaya's gonna get mad about this. I don't care. But
that guy was a douche. I would have like kneed him in the face if we weren't being filmed.
So this is what happened. We had to stand there and we stood there and you know, we were like stop it.
Ew, it's a sweat. Oh god.
I'm sorry, I was holding it.
Is it hot in here? Can we turn on the air conditioner?
No, that's why I have perfectly soft hands.
I guess mine are just like rough, like
I have really soft hands, guys. I was asked last week at a party if I was a hand model.
What party was this?
It was Michael Center Nicholas.
Oh, his birthday.
Yeah, it was Michael.
And he says, "Oh my god."
I do have like really soft hands. Anyway, so we were all standing there like waiting for our thing, and it was the party scene, and they all like entered, and the like shtick was that it was like half returning people and half new people. Yeah. And one of the new people was this like Jersey Shore guy who was like, "Oh, I'm so cool." And he like comes on and he like some of them came to kind of mingle with us, which was like fine, and they like mingled with like some of the people who were in this like masquerade ball thing, and he literally walks up to Yaya and goes, "Boobs," and
well, Jessica and I like look at each other like,
I know, I was like,
I don't know. Oh my god, like we didn't know like. Because, like, if it were me, I would have, like, pulled his eyes out.
I know. I would have been like... Like, I don't read Jezebel, but I feel like my Jezebel radar just, like, went off. Like...
Jadar.
My Jadar.
Yeah. No, both of us, like, looked at each other, and, like... And I guess, like, I mean, Yaya was poised.
Well, yeah.
She didn't want to, like, we were all on camera, so none of us wanted to do anything.
No, I would have done something, but Yaya, like, she was cool did a thing with, like, her eyes, which was basically, like, don't do anything. Yeah. Like, I don't want to cause a scene. So we didn't do anything because Yaya, like, was in charge of all of us because we're baby children.
Right.
And I mean, it's like, you know, it's you know, it was at Yaya, so if she doesn't, you know, but I got mad.
Yeah.
I got mad.
Well, yeah. So then, long story short, we went to, we were judging them in their little challenge. And Jessica, like, shit talked the guy who was super sexist.
I did, because it was amazing, because they all had to do this quick challenge where they picked a costume, and they had to, like, do a makeup application for it. And Lainey, who was our favorite person, she did a beautiful, like, dough kind of fairy thing. And that guy did this hot mess thing, like... He just did this, like, crazy, like, thing.
It's only okay to call people's work a hot mess if they're a sexist asshole.
Yeah. So
FYI.
I wasn't, like, mean. I was just like, no. I'm really worried about that dude over there. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but maybe he's just, like, really overconfident, and maybe he'll pull it off. I don't know, but...
And then they put yours in the show. Didn't they?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think I was just like, I'm really excited to be here. I don't know. I don't remember. It's all like a fever dream to me. But
well, it was great.
It was great.
Can I go back to the video so we can see the chat?
This is the chat.
What?
It is automatically uploading.
Oh.
Anyway.
Nothing's moving.
Yes, it is. Don't you see it moving down right now? See?
I see.
Okay, what was harder about making the Skeksis costume? Making it or wearing it and walking around? Making it was harder, but wearing it and walking around in it was fucking awful.
I didn't experience that, so I'm sorry.
This is what happened. I could only wear it for 15 minutes at a time, and then I needed to go take it off because my arm was like this, And I literally thought I was going to die. And, like, the only, like, I could go like this and I'd be okay for a little while, and then someone would have to hold me like this.
Oh, my God.
I feel really bad because people, like, the mean people are sometimes really awful about, like, the crew. And sometimes people...
Wait, what was this question?
What was harder, wearing it or walking around it?
Okay.
And sometimes people will say, like, we had help, or, like, we were sitting in, like, a green room somewhere, like, getting fed. Like, I ate, like, 5 pieces of calamari that someone fed me in costume while I was laying on the ground, like
well,
literally like this.
How long were you in costume? You were in
costume,
I was in
like costume for like 9 hours,
right?
Like straight. Like I couldn't get out of costume.
And they won't let you get out because
I couldn't. Like there was nowhere to get out of costume, and they asked me. They were like, "Can you get out of costume?" I was like, "No, there's no way to get out of costume."
Well, and the stupid thing is, in between like the contest, you're filming. You're doing the turnarounds, which take at least an hour.
So
you're doing the hero shot, which takes another hour.
Yeah.
And so you're doing so many different things, and that hero shot was in the snow.
Yes,
you were in the snow.
In this like salt pile. It was funny. So like people are sometimes like really mean about the crew, saying that like we got special privileges, but like I had like 5 pieces of calamari all day, and the crew was like they were working like 18 hours, and like I didn't have like friends or handlers like helping me out. I had Ricky's husband who
was awesome.
Was like helping me
Chris
because
is
he
amazing.
felt so sorry for me. And I had the crew who felt like so sorry for me that they like found the 5 pieces of calamari and fed me while I was like literally like laying down in the back of a van that we had to like put all the seats down so that I could crawl in, and like a producer was feeding me through a hole in the Skeksis, and I was really afraid that we were gonna have like a bump in the van and she was gonna stab me with a fork. But I thought it was really. She was like, "You're like a baby bird," and I was like, "Yeah, I am. Except you're gonna kill me."
If you're gonna kill me.
Also, you have like the flu when you're feeding me. I am so surprised I didn't get the plague. But no, the crew took really good care of us. But in the same way that when you go to a convention, you have your friends there, and usually you have like, you know, your friends there taking care of you. And we were standing in the same lines that all the cosplayers were standing in. So it was terrible. It weighed about like 50 or 60 pounds. I posted a picture on my Twitter of like one of the bruises I got.
It was terrible. It looked really bad.
It was really bad. I was proud of it though.
It was a good bruise.
I thought the costume weighed like 15 pounds, and then Chris took it off and he was like, "Jessica, this is a 60-pound costume." And I was
Chris, he's so straightforward. He's so great.
Yeah, but I think that the best part of that is
Chris is like not even on the show at all, and I'm like, Chris is so awesome.
I know.
You'll see him in the next episode, I think.
I don't know. But the whole experience was like summer camp. So making it was terrible. Walking around in it was terrible, but it was all glorious, and I loved every second of it.
It's true. That's fair.
Very cool that y'all got to meet Brian Henson. Nice way to honor the Hensons and your dad. Oh, thank you, BPU77. It was wonderful. It was a lifetime experience. Does his assistant dress up every day? Yes,
she does.
She does. She wears
a new fairy costume.
She dresses up like a fairy every single day.
So crazy.
She was beautiful inside and out. She was like the nicest person. She was wonderful.
Place is made of rainbows and unicorn shits.
I know. We went to the Henson workshop to do an episode of Try This at Home. You can see it with Julie. She taught us so much.
That was amazing. Yeah, that's a good episode of Try This at Home.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
It's really cool. She loved the eyes that Jessica made for our puppet.
The Henson.
I actually have my puppet. I should bring it in.
You can, yeah.
And show everyone our puppets that we made through the coaching of Julie, who judges for the Henson Creature Shop show.
Mm-hmm. She's one of the mentors.
I don't know how she judges for it.
She doesn't. She's the mentor.
Oh, perfect.
She's like the Tim Gunn of that show. Yeah, Julie is amazing. And
my little hand rods fell off.
Brian Henson's assistant Gigi
If you go to our Tribe's home, then you can see the puppets that Jessica and I made of each other.
Yeah.
This is the Holly puppet when I had red hair.
We didn't buy the right felt, so you can see the seam. But if you buy Henson felt, you can actually cover up the seam.
We made little black milk leggings.
Yeah.
They're little like star, and usually I had little rods for the hands, but I don't know where I put them. But I have little rods for the hands. But it was really fun. Making puppets is awesome.
I had to use my rods to unclog my toilet. I'm not joking.
I know you're not joking. Anyway, they're really cute.
You can unclog your toilet, everyone, by using a metal coat hanger if you don't have a plunger, which I don't.
Jessica, don't use rods to clog up.
No, it works, but it's one time use only. Then you've got to throw it away because that's shit's nasty.
Also, amazingly enough, we made both of our puppets in one night. So it's like a one night project.
Yeah, because we fucked up the first time.
That's fine. We're going to take the puppet right
now. How heavy was the costume? 60 pounds. We learned later. I thought it was 15 pounds. Oops. Jessica, thank you for sharing your personal significance of meeting Brian Henson. That was not easy, I'm sure. No, it wasn't.
Jessica was real awkward.
It was so awkward. I was like, I just happened to say something like off camera to a producer. I was like, yeah, this is really meaningful for me because like of my dad and everything. And they were like, can you talk about that? And I was like, I don't really want to. So that, like, I didn't think that was going to get in the show either because a lot of that stuff doesn't end up in the show. So I was really surprised to see that. But I'm glad that it seemed like it touched a lot of people because Henson, I think Jim Henson, and like there's a lot of stuff about Jim Henson and Guillermo del Toro that I think really made the foundation of like what Crabcat is because we're really inspired by special effects and education and entertainment. So that has really like laid the foundation, and I think that for me that's because of where I came from when I was that impressionable.
You know what I think is funny too? Like I've seen, I think what is on our foundation is not necessarily like people are always like, oh, well, if they're a company or whatever, doesn't that mean like they're the best? And it's like, no, we're not the best. Like we're about teaching people to believe in themselves and to try their best and to not be afraid to try new things. And that's kind of like our own motto is like we might not be the best, but we know we're going to try hard, and that's the part that matters, not necessarily what happens.
Yeah.
It's like, and if our costume looks good because we had fun and tried something new and tried our best, then that's why we do it, not because we're going to say, oh, well, we have to look perfect, blah, blah, blah. There is no such thing as perfect. There's only the journey to get to a product that's supposed to be fun. It's the journey that matters, not the finale.
Never give up, never surrender.
There you go.
Yeah. Speaking of which, if you haven't, you can go check out our Geek a Week card that launched last week, and that is our quote, which is not really our quote. That's plagiarized from someone else.
Yep.
When we do an LA meet and greet, that's a good idea. We should. I just feel like 2 people would show up, but those 2 people would have a great time.
It's true.
So
we should do it somewhere at like the somewhere where all ages can come.
The roller derby. Let's go ice skating.
It's a terrible idea.
Why? You know how to ice skate. You could teach us all.
No, it's not easy.
I know.
We'd
have to sign waivers.
No, we can't do it at an ice skating rink. We should do it at a coffee shop.
That's not all ages. Children shouldn't have coffee.
I had coffee as a child. I'm fine. Well, where else could we do it? The beach?
No, the beach is terrible too. It's polluted.
What about a park? Griffith Park. We can have a BBQ.
As long as Ross isn't barbecuing.
No, he's not allowed.
We should have it at a park.
Let's have it at Griffith Park and have a BBQ.
Griffith Park has really bad parking.
No, it doesn't.
We'll find a place that has parking.
Every time I've been there, it doesn't have bad parking.
We'll find a place that has parking.
Spreading your lies.
Keely. All right. LA meet and greet. I shouldn't stick this in my mouth because I'm pretty sure you did, Holly. Robin is currently working on a cosplay from Avatar: The Last Airbender and stabbing the crap out of their fingers. Trying to sew by hand. I salute you.
Get a thimble. Don't stab your fingers.
Just, you know what?
Get
Just, shut up. Just don't pull the needle with your teeth. That's how I checked mine. Don't do that.
Don't do that. And get yourself a thimble and some wax, some beeswax, so you can pull it through easier.
Yeah. When does Heroes of Cosplay air on SyFy? It airs on 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, which has always baffled me how that works. Time zones.
I know, right? I don't even know.
Jessica, I'm not sure if you've already done her, but are you planning on cosplaying Morgan? I have done her, and I don't know what the next Heroes of Cosplay is going to entail. I shouldn't wink, ever.
How's this look?
You look like a pirate.
Jesse's a pirate. He lives on a boat now.
He does live on a boat. I don't know if he lives on the boat or if he's building the boat.
Jesse's going to live on a boat. It's crazy. I admire that. I would live in the forest with a mage tower if I had balls.
Have you thought of doing a Vivienne cosplay from Dragon Age Inquisition? No, because that looks hard.
Yeah, it does look hard, doesn't it?
She has like a breastplate that's like a metal breastplate underneath this like crazy intricate like sewing.
No, we don't do that.
No, but someone should do a Vivienne cosplay because
that's a
it's
good
beautiful.
question. If you could do another Jim Henson themed cosplay, what would it be?
Miss Piggy.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good
What
one.
would you do?
I would make a little fizz gig.
Oh, that's good.
Wouldn't that be cute?
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Yeah.
I have
It's not a cosplay, but it's a puppet.
I have a lot of Jim Henson cosplays I want to do, but in the immediate, Miss Piggy. I want to Miss Piggy.
Have you been to Bioware Edmonton? Yes, Jessica goes up there all the time. I've been at least 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
I've been 3 times, and Jessica goes up there like every month for her job.
Yep.
Jessica's there as community manager.
Word.
And if you don't know that, it's because they
Everyone
don't talk
wants-
about it on the show because they want you to believe that we
Are
cosplay as a
independently
job.
wealthy.
And we're independently wealthy and pull money off of trees.
I know
which we
very
do not.
few people who cosplay as a job.
Only Yaya and Jessica Negri. They're the only 2 people that I have been aware of.
Yeah. Holly, are you going to be selling anything at Phoenix Comic Con? Is there a chance Jessica or Ross will be joining you?
I will not have a booth at Phoenix Comic Con because I'm going there to visit family. So I will be on panels. I'm going to be on one panel with Bill. I'm also going to be judging a duct tape costume contest. Isn't that exciting? It's a duct tape costume contest I'm going to help judge. That's like my favorite thing. I can't wait to do it.
With Bill?
No, I'm just that. Oh, that's me and like a bunch of people who do it there in Phoenix.
Cool.
I'm doing a panel with Bill. I'm doing a panel by myself.
I didn't know Bill was going.
Yeah, Bill's going to be there. I'm doing a panel by myself on media and cosplay, which is mostly about Heroes of Cosplay. So if you guys want to come talk about that, I'm going to talk about the benefits and the not so benefits of cosplay getting more exposure in the media, which is going to be interesting. And I'm also doing a panel on cosplay horror stories with a big group of cosplayers, which is going to be fun. And yeah, a few other things. I won't be selling anything though, and Ross will be there with me because he has to go with me. So all the panels I will be at, he will be there too, but he won't be on the panels because he has nothing to say.
Haha, Ross. Ross has to be.
He has to wait in the audience and carry my bags.
Ross has to be the husband.
And the costumes I'm bringing are Doctor Strange and Cecil from Walking Night Vale.
Very cool. Very cool. So if you're going to Phoenix Comic Con, come say hi to Holly this weekend.
Yes, I will be at the panel, so come to any of the panels that I'm on, which I'm going to post a graphic about those tomorrow.
Okay.
So they'll be on my Facebook and the Crabcat Facebook too.
Oh, thanks, Todd. EA booth at E3 this year, number 1601. So
look at that.
Come find us.
Look at that.
Todd
Thanks,
Kenrick,
Todd.
everyone, of
Cosplay
Boom.
Yeah,
that
go
had
check it
a
out.
successful Kickstarter for their documentary.
He's awesome.
Very cool.
He used to work for MSNBC, and now he works
Now
for...
he like has his own beautiful,
thing.
wonderful stuff. and is doing like cosplay dreamlands.
Say no to the man.
Cool. So, Toba Boss, my mom wants to know if you guys pillow fight. No, we have never pillow fighted.
Are you sure?
Fought. But once, we had to share a bed that we pushed like 2 or 3 beds together in high school when we went to an environmental competition called Envirothon. I was the soil scientist and Holly was the wildlife specialist. And I had to sleep in the crack. And as the night went on, I slowly got sucked into the crack. And I fell through and started screaming and woke everyone up. That is not the only time we have shared a bed. Holly kicks in her sleep.
We practically do every convention we get invited to.
Yeah, we get invited.
Put us in one room.
We get invited to conventions.
Which is, we're not complaining. It's lovely to be invited, but it's just really funny because we don't mind saving the convention's money. It's just every time they put us in the same room like we're a couple. Yeah, because we like our friends get invited, but they don't ask them to share a room. No, we just share a room every time.
Yeah, they don't ask them to share a room.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get like to every convention we're invited to, there's just one like California king, and it's like have fun sleeping in this like orgy bed, like a circle bed that rotates, or like one of the quarters that you put in a vibrate. Oh well, I guess that's what we get for being a dynamic duo, I suppose.
Whatever. Last time
cosplay's boring without your friends, though. Like, whatever. It just is.
Once Holly and I had 2 bedrooms. I'm pretty sure for Heroes of Cosplay, and Holly ended up sleeping in one room anyway.
That's why they put us in one room, because we just know that we'll just end up. Because we would get lonely and bored anyway. You know it.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's fine. When we went on a group vacation with our husbands to Las Vegas, we all shared a room, even though we definitely like didn't.
No, but then they would fucking sleep in, and then you and I would go and do stuff like we were a couple, and they would be asleep.
Yeah. And then Ross would like throw up. That's who had pillow fights.
Yeah, it was
Graham and Ross, because Ross would throw a pillow at Graham and be like, Graham, you're snoring again. Snoring.
And we'd be gone. We would already be up, like, in the casino, wandering around, day drinking.
No, we would be in the spa like it was an episode of Star Trek.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that place was crazy.
Yeah, so, nearly at pillow fight level, so you can tell your mom that. Tut.
The amount of pain Ross was in during that tattoo video was incredible. He is so brave. Yeah.
He is very brave.
He's so brave.
He is very, very brave.
Oh my God, Holly, are you gonna make your kitty cats do cosplay? Yes, one of my episodes.
We've always threatened.
I know, one of my episodes of cosplay class is gonna be making cat armor.
I was wondering when that was gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna make Orf a suit of armor. That's on my list. He's so calm. He'll take it. I'll take it.
Jessica, if you had the opportunity to go on Friend Zone, would you do it? And also, would you go on with Holly? Yes.
You should.
But no one's invited me.
You should come on Friend Zone. Well, why don't you and I talk to Chad about it? He holds the keys.
Yeah, we have to.
Talk to Chad.
I'd take a vacation there.
Would you really?
If I had like an abundance of vacation days, it just depends. And if it was an exciting episode.
It's Friday during the day.
I would go after I launched my YouTube channel.
Okay. Well, we can make that happen. Chad would be more than happy to have you on.
Okay.
Chad would be more than happy. He loves us both. But he holds the keys. So you have to woo him.
All right. Well, now we know. Now we know.
But yes, you should come on. It'd be really fun. I'm sure that it would be a hilarious episode.
Now we know. Holly, what's your dream cosplay?
I don't even know anymore. I'm like a whim kind of person. Like, I get obsessed with things, as Jessica knows. Like, I will get obsessed with things and then make cosplay from it, like Welcome to Night Vale. And so I got obsessed. That was my dream costume for the past, like, 2 months, and I did it. And yeah, it's just like whatever I'm obsessed with at the time. I've realized that my dream cosplay is whatever whimsy strikes me. I mean, I do think that the Skeksis was kind of a dream cosplay for both me and Jessica because we both love that movie and we both love Henson, and it's kind of both influenced our artwork like a lot. Like a lot of my, like almost all my artwork has been influenced by Brian Froud.
Definitely.
So I think that something like that is a dream cosplay. So anything in the future, I mean, something that's inspiring like that, like, will be a dream cosplay.
Yeah.
I like to have, like, it not set in stone. I like to be inspired and kind of just run with that with my cosplay.
Yeah. Someone says, I was told you guys couldn't get awards for Skeksis because it wasn't a creature from the movie, but your own design and wasn't in the rules presented. Is that true? I did not hear that. Maybe, I don't know. That was not. I was never told like what happened, like why we didn't win one of the top awards. So your guess is as good as mine, but I don't think so, but you know.
And we don't really know.
I think other people won in some categories for original designs, so I would be surprised. But you know, who knows? Cosplay contests are weird.
Yeah, they're weird.
They're weird.
And you never know what's going to happen, so you just have to do it for yourself in the first place.
Yeah. Hannibal, when are we doing the mass murder? Do you mean the mass cosplay group? Soon. We should figure that out. We need to figure it out. Fell in love with the Wendigos last week.
Can that be our Los Angeles meetup?
Oh my god, do you think we have enough Hannibal fans to do like a Hannibal?
You can probably convince them.
Guys, Hannibal, if you're not watching Hannibal, this is my second week in a row that I'm urging you. Get caught up so that we can have like all the Crabcateers like help us because Brian.
We're out of wine.
I know, like what are we gonna do? Well, technically our Crabcast is almost over.
Wait. It's not over yet. Hold on.
I'll keep answering questions. Brian Fuller has a 7-season arc for Hannibal. Also, I want to be his friend. If any of our Crabcateers are friends with Brian Froud, tweet at me. Why am I winking so much this time? Okay, I'm pretty sure we're super behind in the comment question thing, so I'm really sorry. I can't tell what's going on. Will this entire podcast be a video? Yes, it will be available after the Crabcast, and we didn't fuck it up this time and post it on the Jolly Herizan channel. What is that?
It's Hangar 24.
Beer before liquor, never been quicker. No, this is, I don't know. This is probably not a good idea, guys. Do you think anyone's gonna watch if we keep doing this video?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's been an hour now, hasn't it? Should we stop?
Well, let's finish this cup of beer and then there's still 154 viewers.
We're doing good, guys. This is what happens when you start on time. And when I like do wingtip, when I do wingtip,
now we have some beer from our hometown.
This is from our hometown of Redlands. It's called Just Pretend That This Isn't Backwards. Hangar 24. It's backwards writing scares me. It reminds me of The Exorcist. Hangar 24. I'm thinking something morbid right now that I'm not going to repeat. Hangar 24, and this one does not, but their best one that they're most well known for is an orange ale, because Redlands is known for its orange groves that are slowly, systemically being cut down and being replaced by streets and condos and housing tracts.
But when we
that are named after orange groves.
When we grew up there, the orange groves are still there.
Yeah. Yeah. You can go on the heritage tour and you can see the little cobblestones. Holly and I have become so nostalgic for our hometown that we have threatened to move back there.
That's true. You can get a Victorian house there for no money.
No money. Go on Trulia.
Okay, wait. Jessica and I are obsessed with Trulia, okay? So you can look at houses for sale on Trulia, and it's amazing because it's like looking at people's houses, which is fascinating.
Guys, someone said liquor before beer in the clear, beer before liquor, never sicker. But what about wine and beer?
Wine and beer are like the same.
I don't know. Like, what about the what's it called?
It's fine. We're just having one more glass.
Sulfites. What about the sulfites, guys? This one's 11%. This one's 13%. I don't think that has anything to do with it, though. Does this one have sulfites? I don't know anything about beer.
Fine.
I don't think this has sulfites. All I know is that the other night I drank this all by myself, and I had a terrible
You drank one bottle by yourself?
Well, yeah, but like I wanted to go to sleep.
That's not what that's for.
I didn't want to take Xanax because it makes me groggy. I just decided to drink this. I was watching Oz. Okay, guys, that's my new show because I ran out of Hannibal, and I don't want to watch.
Fuck! I haven't played the new Wolf Among Us.
Have you watched Hannibal?
No, I haven't done any of it. Don't hit me.
I think we need to stop.
Don't hit me.
It's a domestic. Someone just says it doesn't matter. Does it really not matter?
What?
I can't drink this.
It does matter. Everyone wants us to keep going.
What station's Hannibal on? It's on NBC. It was on after Grimm, which I'm sorry for Grimm fans, but I don't know how that show's still on. It's cray-cray.
I don't watch a lot of TV.
Wine before beer equals good buzz.
Thank you, Bloodhound.
Bloodhound.
I'm going to agree with someone whose name is Bloodhound.
Bloodhound. It's like German.
I feel like they understand their liquor. Jessica, show everyone your Skeksis jewel. You haven't shown them yet.
So I just wear this as like normal jewelry now, but this was actually in the episode. It was my Skeksis amulet. I got it from Michael's. Well, I got this from Michael's, and then I got this from Michael's. You can find the weirdest
shit in Michael's. It's amazing.
Michael's is great, guys. Michael's is great. Michael's is great. Fashion District is great. But if you live in not LA, just go to Michael's. Go to Michael's. Go to Joann's. Like,
don't let Hobby Lobby. Don't get Hobby Lobby.
Don't let the people of like big city USA fool you. Your local chain store is just fine.
It's true.
Foamies, great. That is why my show, whenever I decide to make my YouTube channel, please subscribe. YouTube.com/JessicaMarzipan. Oh my God, has this become a telethon like PBS? I always wanted my mom to donate to the PBS telethons. We're standing by.
So Ross can come join us.
Oh man, we're gonna get so many subscribers if Ross joins us.
I know, if he shows his butt, we'll get 10 times that.
Or everyone will leave.
That's fair.
I always wanted my mom to like donate money to the PBS telethon, and she never would. She was like, I don't know where that money's going. And I was like, this is awful. Elmo is on. But YouTube.com/JessicaMarzipan, and you will be able to see when I am able to start my channel, Kinder Cosplay, and I will teach you how to go find your own baubles and beads.
Oh my God, you could make some like little kid's princess costume with all the things at Michael's.
Yeah, because you don't need to make that. You don't need to know how to sew.
No, you can just like go and find yourself a princess dress and put a bunch of jewels all over it.
You can
That's what my granny used to do.
No,
my mom used to sew my ice skating costumes, and then my granny used to bedazzle them. One time, my granny made me a bedazzled sweatshirt that had purple jewels all over it.
You don't need to know how to sew at all. You just need to go to Ross and buy a dress.
Yeah.
And then bedazzle it.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Just like my granny did. She bought a sweatshirt and bedazzled it.
All right. Soul fights equal headache tomorrow. So really, we've already fucked ourselves over with the beer.
Anyway, let's answer some more questions.
All right. Well, I've Ross needs a tattoo to match the wife.
Ross
won't get a tattoo.
Neither will Graham. Our husbands can't handle that sort of thing.
No, they're pissies.
It's fun. Pissies.
Pissy. I really wish that I was Sarah Silverman without the latent racism. Guys, I really want to be a stand-up comedian, but I'm too afraid. And
Jessica, you're already a stand-up comedian on Heroes of Cosplay.
But she does a really funny sketch where she used to think that that was a dirty word, and then she got over it. But if you say it when you're puffing your cheeks out, it becomes a dirty word again. I'm really sorry.
Have I liked The Wolf Among Us? Yeah, Jessica and I have been playing all the Telltale games. They're so amazing. And I hear there's a Game of Thrones one's coming out.
Are you joking?
No, they're making a Game of Thrones one for Telltale Games.
Maybe I knew that.
I think you knew that.
They're making a Borderlands one, and I'm going to go to E3, and I'm going to force them to show me whatever it is they're making. They told me that they would show me stuff.
Good. You should go look at it.
You should too. I bet they would show you. They follow you on Twitter, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
I am basically a brand ambassador. I really, probably shouldn't be because I feel like that's a conflict of interest, but
they're a great company.
It's really good that they're not based out of LA.
Their games are great.
I would probably just go stand outside their studio and ask them to let me in. It's kind of like when I used to live in Berkeley and I would stand outside of Pixar. I'm not joking. I did this. I would stand outside of Pixar whenever, because Pixar was in Emeryville, and I would have to go to Emeryville occasionally when I went to college in Berkeley, and it was right down in the next town. You would take the 51 bus for about an hour, and Lizzie and I would go to IKEA to get frozen yogurt and occasionally tchotchkes.
Did you hear about the fact that IKEA had horse meat in their meatballs?
Doesn't surprise me. Anyway, so we would go there, but we did not get the meatballs. We got frozen yogurt and tchotchkes. And occasionally I would walk from the IKEA or Michael's, which was the closest Michael's around there, or it was either a Lowe's or an Office, a Home Depot. And I would stand in front of Pixar, and I would beg them to let me in. And they never let me in.
They never let you in?
No. Are you surprised?
Yeah.
No, they don't just let people into Pixar. It's not just hello, little girl, come on into Pixar.
Oh my god,
see the
are
magic.
we going to see How to Train a Dragon 2? Yes, absolutely, because that one character looks like Ross.
Yeah.
Looks like Ross.
Yeah, we're going to go see How to Train a Dragon 2, and everyone's going to think that he's a paid mascot. People are probably going to want to take a picture with him for all the wrong reasons. Or that he's a pedophile.
Oh, he let his weird mustache grow in while we were camping. So
ew!
Now
Wait, still? He
let it grow in and wore it to work just to weird everyone out.
Wait, so if he comes back,
I think he still has it.
We should get drunk so that Ross has to drive me home.
I'm already pretty tipsy. I'll have to wait at least 30 minutes to take you home.
Maybe we should just make Ross drive us.
He'll be so mad if he has to drive us.
Well, fuck Ross. Maybe make him do something once in a while.
I love this dinosaur.
Just don't stick it in your mouth. Okay, let's make the Transformers have sex with each other.
There's so many Transformers out there.
There's a lot of Transformers, guys. Which are the ones that we should make?
They're all Grimlock. All of them are Grimlock. Oh my god! Put them back! Put them back!
Okay, this one's got a sword. They're very bendy. Okay, well, no one can see them doing anything.
Transformers are so dumb. They just look like dumb piles of car parts.
Probably offended some people on the stream.
I'm sorry. It's only because Ross has so many of them. They're not really that dumb. Oh my god, he stuck his sword out his butt.
Can anyone see what I did?
She put the sword in his butt.
I don't think you can anyone see that? There. Guys, I really hope no children are watching this.
Did you hear that Doctor Strange movie now has a director? It's someone I don't care about at all.
Who?
I don't know. I don't care about them.
No one cares about the director. Do you think Ross is going to know what we did? Can you just, like, blame yourself?
What?
For dropping those things?
I don't know where they went.
Ross won't get mad at
He
you.
won't know.
Really?
I don't think so.
Well, it's just like this thing. What is this thing? What is this?
I don't know. I think it's the bird.
Guys,
Stop.
Guys, does anyone know what this is?
It's the bird. It's the CD that goes in the radio transformer.
Do you think Ross is going to care?
Give it to me.
Yes or no? Tell us in the comments.
Probably.
Ross isn't going to watch this video. He never cares about us.
Let me see.
I think Ross is trying to destroy Crabcat.
Hold on. No. Oh my God. Hold on. I think it's the CD. Yeah. It's a bird wave or something.
Okay. Hang on.
Look, it's a bird. I only know because it's a bird.
Oh! I made that one do something naughty.
See, look, it's a CD that turns into it doesn't turn into a bird. It turns into a little man. Why is it not a bird?
Ross will freak.
Ross will freak. I messed it up. Like, I think he legitimately plays with these when he's not working. Is that weird? Because, like, this...
Whoa! It turned into a thing!
Yes, it's a fucking transformer! This one turned from a CD into, like, a little man.
Afraid he's gonna show up.
It turned into a little man,
What if
see?
he murders us?
That's your fault. I'll fix it, it's fine.
What about the ones that are on the floor somewhere?
I don't know
the
where
pile
those
of
are.
cables.
It's his fault. I told him to clean up the cables. That is his fault. Put the little man CD back. Here.
Guys, I'm really worried.
Put the AllSpark back. God, I hate Michael Bay.
Michael Bay is not directing Doctor Strange, is he? Wouldn't that be really funny?
That'd be the worst thing in the world.
It's just like explosions come out of his like temples, like his grayed out
Jessica,
like salt and pepper temples.
Do you have anxiety?
I have really bad anxiety. I wish I could show you my bottle of pills.
I do too, but it's fine.
The best tweet that I've ever seen from the best tweet I've ever seen from Patrick Stewart's Twitter is it said all packed for X-Men tour, and it was just like a giant like one of those like 7 days of the week like pill bottles.
I saw that.
It was the best thing ever, and I have those. I have bad anxiety. I have OCD.
Oh, OCD.
That's not.
It's Laserbeak, but like Laserbeak was a man. It like wasn't the bird. Ross has the bird up here somewhere.
Okay, we're done.
He has so many of them.
Don't touch it.
Okay.
We're done. All right, let's scroll up. Like, get away from the Transformer stuff. Someone wants to go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Like, this went down a bad path. Coffee Wolf, just do it. Just do it. Like, we started drinking this beer, and it's in a wine glass. Like, we don't even have class. Like, what the fuck?
Cheers.
This is bad. We're at 1 hour and 16 minutes. No one's gonna watch this. I let our Libsyn account lapse because Target totally screwed over the whole world, and they had to send me a new debit card, even though my debit card wasn't compromised. I didn't even shop at Target during that time, and I didn't realize that my Libsyn account was associated with that card. So we don't even have an iTunes podcast right now. Big Trouble in Little China, guys.
Wait, not that one, this one. How do you get those pictures? System phenomenal.
It's called Control Print Screen, Holly. Learn how to use the keyboard.
That's fair.
Oh yeah. So Oz is my new show. I'm pretty sure I'd be ace at prison. I talked to Graham about it. My husband Graham, if you don't know, is a lawyer. He is also the business manager, like biz dev director. He doesn't have a title. I guess he'll have to get one.
His title's Grump Wrangler.
It's a stupid title. That's just the one he made up for his Twitter when we were at like a sandwich shop. If you don't know, Graham, my husband, is like Aaron does the creative stuff and Graham does the business stuff for Game Grumps. But before he did that, he was a criminal lawyer. So like, who knows how he got into Game Grumps. But I was watching Oz with him, and I was like, you know what? I think I would thrive in prison. And Graham was like, I don't know. If you want to go to prison, shank someone on the first day, and then everyone will respect you. And then just keep you to yourself, and keep to your own race. I'm not even joking. Graham
That's what he said?
Yes, he said shank someone on your first day and keep to your own race. I guess like in prison, like all of the races like are kind of segregated. I don't know why. But I guess that's how prison works. But I said I want to be in solitary confinement. And Graham said you have to convince the prison that you have a hit out on you. And I was like, well, I can definitely do that. I'm basically like the most manipulative person I know. And he was like, I don't think you would do well in solitary. And I said, I would just stay in my mind palace. Anyway, I would read books. I'd be great.
Someone asked, any advice for someone working one-handed? I have cerebral palsy, so suffer muscle spasms. My mom actually has MS, and she still plays games and stuff on her iPad. And so if you have muscle spasms and you have a hard time making stuff with your hands, there's lots of different alternatives to making stuff. You can use bigger brushes, or you can use, I always use bigger palettes when I'm painting.
Yeah.
Like, don't paint with small things. Like, get a big piece of paper or a big, like, cardboard piece and put a bunch of paint on there. And then just, don't worry about making a mess. I put down plastic, which is another big thing. Like, making it so that you can make a mess and clean it up really fast is really an easy way that if you're worried about, spasming and throwing something away, then it won't matter because you got plastic all over.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my best advice. And then you can just go crazy and have a good time.
Yeah, just have fun, no matter what.
Exactly. And I'm glad that you're cosplaying and doing that, because that creative stuff will help you get better.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ross! Come in, Ross. Oh, please come in. Please.
Never.
Why? We're just talking about cosplay.
Okay. You drinking?
Hmm? Yeah, we were having
wow, you're drinking?
Wow, that's like so judgmental, Ross.
No, I'm not being judgmental. I'm just.
Oh.
Hey everyone, it's
It
Ross.
looks like your mustache.
Oh yeah, I didn't shave after camping, so it's like getting a bit. It's not much to look at. It's just totally.
Holly, I don't think that looks bad.
No, it doesn't look bad at all. It looks nice.
Thank you.
It makes you look mature.
Yeah, it does.
It's good.
You look good. You look good, Ross.
You look like
Scoot down a bit so everyone can see
yeah,
you.
no one can see you. You look like Guy Pearce before he got too skinny.
Guy Pearce.
Yeah.
Before he got too skinny.
Yeah, he got too skinny. But then he gained weight, and I liked him again. And yeah, it's good.
What did you?
Well, our show was on tonight, the episode of the Skeksis.
Oh, cool. We do a live Crabcast every week now.
Yeah, we do an earlier one with Chloe that's more organized and more family friendly.
It's an after party.
Until Jessica and I derail it, and then we do this episode. No, she was online. We do a Google Hangout with Chloe right after the episode, and then we do a live Crabcast after the Pacific time episode for all the late night folks who want to stay up and hang out with us while we have drinks.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So the kids go to bed, and Jessica and I say the F word.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's the watershed.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a good day?
Yeah, it was good.
Did you work hard?
I did.
He did work hard. He got home from work at 1.
We told everyone you were going to be at Phoenix. Everyone's excited to see you.
They are.
Well, I had a lot to do.
Jessica knocked over a bunch of your Transformers on it.
No, I didn't.
Which ones?
Holly told me to get them down.
We were trying to play with them.
It's okay.
I don't know which ones they
Why
were.
are they all looking at the ground?
I didn't touch. I touched those ones.
Okay.
Holly touched the rest.
It's
I
true.
touched those
Those
two.
are the ones that look dumpy. So thanks for admitting which one you
I'm sorry.
made it look like he
I'm
lost
sorry.
his contact lens.
He lost his contact lens. Did Transformers wear contact lenses?
Maybe.
Oh my god, everyone's narking on us. They're the worst.
Narking what?
No, I'm sorry, Holly. You narked on us. You narked on me specifically. How did you guys meet your husband? Did you guys meet them through conventions?
I met Ross through Comic-Con.
Kind of.
Kind of, sort of.
Ross didn't want to go talk to Holly when
mad.
he met.
I look mad like Jessica and I just had a fight.
We ended up piecing up together like what day it was and what would have happened that made Holly look like she was super pissed off for some reason. I was like, maybe I'm not gonna bother her.
It was
But Ross talked to me on Twitter, and that's how we met.
he drew a picture of Holly inside cosplaying as the Normandy from Mass Effect. It was adorable.
It's true.
You said you were running. I think the tweet was you're running out of Mass Effect characters or something like that. I can't remember the context.
And then they started talking on Skype, and they talked on Skype for a while, and then Ross came over, and then they met at Comic-Con the next year, and we all decided Ross wasn't a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does have that mustache, though.
See, I wasn't mean about it. I just moved your Transformers.
And Jessica met Graham in college.
I met Graham the first day I went to college. We played a game of Mafia, and Graham thought.
Laserbeak is.
Graham.
What do you mean they don't know who Laserbeak is?
Graham thought I was.
I don't know, I found your CD guy up there, and he turned into a man. He didn't turn into a bird.
This is Laserbeak. That was Rumble.
Okay, the CD guy.
Oh yeah, that's Soundwave. That's Laserbeak. The little birdie. I have here.
See, that's where it is. The
Yeah.
cassette tape transformer.
I have the masterpiece Soundwave with his
He
little.
interrupted your lovely story to show his
No one
toys
cares.
off. He's such an asshole, Ross.
Laserbeak.
Let Jessica finish her cute story about Graham and playing Mafia.
We met the first night at college. I lived in the substance-free dorms because Holly told me that college was terrible and I needed to live in the substance-free dorms.
I was wrong, by the way.
Graham did not live in the substance-free dorms, but all his friends did. So the first night that I moved into college, I walked down to the 3rd floor. I lived on the 5th floor, and Graham and a bunch of other people were playing Mafia. And Graham, as anyone knows that knows Graham, is like really fucking intense when he's playing a game, but is really shy when he's not playing a game. So.
Oh my god, so much Jessica met Graham when he represented her at one trial.
So Graham accused me of being the Mafia member, and I accused Graham of being the Mafia member. The next day, so we had chemistry. The next day I got a really unflattering haircut, and Graham forgot who I was.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
I never remember that part of the story.
Yeah, it was a really bad haircut.
Was it the haircut where it was all poofy?
It was like a bowl haircut.
Yes, I remember that one.
Really
it
bad
was
haircut.
unflattering.
Then I joined a fencing class because Graham was in it.
Oh, those mistakes we make in college.
Yeah, and then I basically wore Graham down until he asked me out, and it was pretty awkward. And I yelled at him and asked him why he didn't like me.
Just like you still do.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. But Graham is a very different person when he's playing a board game. Isn't he, Ross?
That's true, but he's also a very different person. Graham like is a lot more open now. He has a lot of sass-for-ass. He's very sassy around me now.
That's good, right?
He's
like bad.
He's like bossy dad sassy.
Bossy dad? That doesn't sound like a good thing.
No, but like when I'm doing something childish, he'll say something like a dad will say, like, Ross, put your pants on.
I say stuff like that.
But then again, that's kind of what everyone's.
Why aren't you wearing pants around? Why aren't you wearing pants around Graham?
Wearing pants.
Yeah, but you're at your house. Where is Graham? Why aren't you wearing pants with Graham?
It was no pants Friday.
At the office?
At the grump space.
Were you like asleep on the couch and you took your pants off?
No, I'm kidding. This never happened. But if it did, I'm sure that's what he'd say.
Graham did tell me that, like, on more than one occasion, you, like, have your butt hanging out.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
I fucking show my butt on a live stream.
Do you remember the Rocco episode where he's like, hey, could you get that?
Oh, Plumber's assistant?
Do you remember that?
On the butt up.
Hey, could you get that? Thanks a lot.
Whatever, Graham has a problem.
Starscream's the best. It's Starscream.
Graham has a problem where he just doesn't pull up his pants enough because they don't fit him. And
Ross's pants don't fit him either.
And his
Coronation Starscream. Look, he's like, oh. And my next rule.
Why does he have a fucking cape?
Because he's getting coronated. He's becoming the leader of the Decepticons.
What does that turn into?
What does this cape turn into?
Nothing.
That's stupid. I thought his powers would turn into stuff.
He turns into a plane.
Well, what does this cape turn into?
The plane has a cape.
The plane doesn't have a cape.
Goes into the
Plane doesn't have a cape.
color.
It turns into a pretty
Does
dress.
the plane have a cape?
It turns into a pretty dress.
No, Graham has a thing where he sits
Also,
down and you
there's
can
this
see his plumber butt.
This one's wildly different.
And his defense now is that, oh, well, Ross and Aaron, I can see their butt cracks all the time. And I'm like, that doesn't help at all. I don't want to see anyone's butt crack.
No one wants to see anyone's butt crack.
Except for when you're raising money for charity.
I already played with that one.
Oh, yeah? That movie Grimlock? Did you manage to get it to transform?
No, I just played with it.
She just went like this the whole time.
This is how you do it. So this one's like, I was just curious. I wanted to see what it did. So this is apparently a 2-step transformer. It's for kids.
Ross,
watch this.
If you're...
Wait, hold on. I got it.
You're going to hit us in the face.
Yeah, he is.
You spin it around the tail, and then it's supposed to transform, but
it
just
doesn't.
It just does that. But I think if you keep spinning, maybe it works.
Ross, are you going to favorite this video now?
What are you talking about?
You're like...
my arm is busted.
Oh, I think Holly would make a cute RC transformer as a cosplay. Actually, I really like RC. RC's cool.
What do you know what RC is?
Yes, it's the motorcycle. As a girl, it's
oh, that's
motorcycle.
Transformers Prime. That's different.
The cartoon. The one from the cartoon, yes.
Well, what color is CG1, Holly?
I don't care. I watched the modern cartoon.
Ross, don't be a dick.
She's pink.
I liked the one from the CG cartoon.
Okay, you like, yeah, no, she was cool. I'm just teasing.
Yeah, she was cool.
Giving you a hard time. Just neck bearding you. Oh, look, you transformed back. Although I'm supposed to just do this. Hold on. I can't get this to work.
I'm done. Drink more, Holly.
I won't be able to take you home.
You're not going to take us home anymore, Ross is.
He'll cry.
I don't care.
Can do that.
Oh, he said he can
if
do
you
it.
come with me.
No, of course I'll come with you.
Cheers!
We could all hang out and watch, I don't know, Game of Thrones again.
I haven't watched it yet.
Well,
again?
We can watch it with you for the first time, which would be amazing.
Yes, he is taking over the stream.
Is
this a surprise to anyone?
Coffee Wolf said my kids want that toy. It's like, yes.
Fucking awesome. I also got,
Do you guys have any questions for Ross?
I'm really sorry that the stream has gone over 30 minutes.
This is my favorite. This is Masterpiece Grimlock.
Oh my god.
He's great.
Has this turned into show and tell?
Yes. This one actually has a sword that lights up.
I really try for these to be interesting.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Wait, where is it?
So that when there's like no video, people who are listening.
Oh yeah, check that out.
Well, everyone seems to know. Put it away, please. Everyone's kids just put your toys, Ross. Put it away, please.
Oh, there shouldn't be children watching this. I have to pee so bad.
makes Ross look like Wesley from The Princess Bride. Does it? That is a stretch.
Sorry, System Phenomenal. You're normally on point.
Ross, take that out of the camera.
I'm not going to touch him.
Okay. Do you have anything constructive to add to the stream, Ross?
No! Just drink. I'm really sorry, guys.
This one can do it too.
Holly stuck that in her mouth already.
It's been in my mouth. I'm sorry. I got tipsy and put it in my mouth.
Gross! That's
care.
disgusting!
Lots of
You're
things have been Ross's mouth.
disgusting!
Ross, when are you getting ink done?
Never.
You
I
want
did.
ink?
I did. You gave me ink.
Ross, sit on the couch
No.
if you're going to be... Have you seen Said Hi to Orr?
I didn't say hi to me.
He's outside. Oh, God.
Ross, if you...
Oh, someone help us.
You haven't even gotten any more viewers from this. I feel like we've dropped in viewership. Ross, if you had to get a tattoo, like if someone had a gun to your head, what would you get?
Please don't shoot me. On my arm.
If that wasn't an option. Like if they were like, no, that's like offensive and we're going to
That's offensive to people who want to shoot you.
Like that's like you're not taking this seriously and
You
we're
wanna-
going to shoot you.
You want to see Ross on Heroes of Cosplay? He will not be on Heroes of Cosplay because he hid the whole time.
Yeah, I don't want to be on it.
Yeah,
Wasn't on the show.
Graham and Ross like would not be on the show. They didn't.
Well, Jessica and I suffered every day. Graham and Ross
Mojo's
hid
here.
in a comfortable room and just
Mojo's
probably fucking sipped martinis.
Yeah, Mojo's here.
Mojo's here.
Yeah, it's Mo. Why don't you give her a little bit of a pet? Nice, Mo.
You on camera?
She is now. It's Mo. It's my cat Mojo.
City cat share.
She was cat share.
She was on the Meow Train. Meow Train! Yay!
The 12-minute video.
Where's Orr?
There's
If
more.
I was directing those videos, they would have been 90 seconds long.
We're not allowed. Our cats are though.
Where's the other guy?
No, Ross has not been drinking.
No, Ross is totally sober.
If he had been drinking, he would be asleep by now.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, guys. This is our life. Make Ross favorite this video, please.
I will. You mean podcast/video?
Crabcat. Does anyone else have any questions?
Yeah,
Get
now
this
is your
back
last.
on
It's last.
track.
It's last.
Last call. Last call. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
It's last call at the Crabcat bar.
I am wiping the bar down. Wiping the bar. Oh man, wouldn't that be great if this was a bar? Ross is back, guys. Hey, Ross.
He's got Orr.
How you
think he's doing?
How you doing,
He's so
Ross?
dirty. I don't want to touch him.
Be outside in the garage.
Yeah, because you left the garage open, Holly.
My anxiety medicine made me forget about it.
My son is asking for the silly man. Oh no, someone's son is watching this. I'm really sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, Coffee Man.
I'm really sorry.
Coffee Wolf. We have
Oh.
taught your son a lot of things, I think.
It's just Stinky Man. It's just Stinky Man, Kiki. Oh, he's just a cutie patootie. He says, "Hello, I'm Orr. I'm Orr." He's not purring. I can't drink any more of that.
It's too bad.
You want to go, Orf? You already put down?
I'm sorry, Holly, you have to.
Best costume we ever made together? What do you think?
The Skeksis
And
and
the
the
Lady
Lady of Pain.
Yeah. No one cared about that.
No one cared about either of those.
It's true.
That is the thing we have in common. Our best costumes no one cares about.
Kitty.
Lady of Pain did win several awards, though.
It's
So-
true. She at San Diego Comic-Con, which is pretty prestigious.
Yeah.
If I do say so myself.
Yep.
And it was all sewn. And none of the thread matched.
Praise Orf.
Who would win in a fight? Who
Ross
is
or Holly? That's the question. Who would win in a fight? Ross? Me, obviously.
Well, how do you know if it's Ross or Holly?
That's what they said.
Oh,
It's the
Ross
same
or Holly.
person.
Holly. For sure, Ross would start crying. Ross is a plastic surgeon.
Fifth
LOL.
time asking. Obviously, we should answer that.
I'm so sorry.
What anime characters would you cosplay?
I haven't seen too many animes. We've already done
Ross
Pokemon.
really likes Studio Ghibli.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ross
And
isn't.
Trigger.
I have seen Ghost in the
I don't like
Shell.
Ghost in the Shell that much.
No, well, I wouldn't
kinda
cosplay.
boring.
I would only cosplay as like the geriatric people who were like having this life sucked out of them. But I just like
Don't
fucked
cast
up
ATM
shit.
on their back. No, not Orf.
Not Orf.
He's the best cat.
I trained Orf
Mm-hmm.
to lie on his back. I call it
She did.
vivisection.
He's very good with it.
Yeah, he is. Ross
Do you
has.
guys ever go to Labyrinth of Jareth in LA? Yes, we've been many times.
I've never been.
But we need to go.
Someone's
We
like
maybe
bragging
will
I saw
go.
my butt crack.
What?
I mean, my butt was on a live stream. The pictures.
How
were
did this
everywhere.
end up about you? They were talking about Labyrinth of Jareth.
Someone talked about my butt.
We were talking about something else.
We'll talk about it.
Lady of Pain, what? Yes, Jessica and I made a 12-foot tall parade float. It was bigger than Holly's house. Of the Lady of Pain, which is actually what my tattoo is of, if you can see it. It's the Lady of Pain from Planescape.
It's great.
Someone asked if you're going to Anime Expo.
Maybe.
We're not having a booth or anything because it's expensive.
Quartering you.
We weren't planning on going to New York Comic Con, but it would be cool. We have a lot of friends who live in New York, so it would be really. Did you know Jason moved to New York?
Really?
Yeah, one of my closest friends, Jason, lives in New York. Our friend John lives in New York. So it'd be fun to go to New
That's
York.
crazy that Jason moved there.
Yeah, he is the exhibit designer for the Bronx Zoo.
What the fuck?
I know. One of my best friends.
Did they have their baby already?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, wow.
Charlie.
That kid's gonna grow up
She
in New York.
wore a flower crown.
No.
Not ironically.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So they're just gonna live in New York and be like fabulous. Yeah, one of my best friends, Jason, he lived next door to me in the dorms. He played Zoo Tycoon,
Fun.
every single day, and now he is an exhibit designer for zoos.
Because he played Zoo Tycoon.
He loved it, and
Did you
now
see the Jurassic Park version?
no,
It was awesome.
yeah, and the Bronx Zoo is one of the best zoos in ever.
Do you ever cosplay as boy characters? Yes, we do actually,
the
quite
city
often.
Chloe, Holly was Picard. I was
And
Riker.
Doctor Strange.
Holly, well, I mean that was a
Sorry, well,
girl
we
version.
cross-dressed as Picard and Riker.
We cross-dressed. We need to do it over again, but more serious this time because I didn't have time to do your bald cap properly.
Yeah, but your Riker looked amazing. So who cares?
you look
I don't
shocked
fucking
me.
look like Picard. At
Well,
all,
I mean,
so.
I could do it better though. I used a really cheap bald cap because we were Jello wrestling,
Yes.
which no one knew because they cut that out. So it just looked like I
there's a
did a
good
bad
question.
job.
How much does it cost to rent a booth at a con? Too much money.
It depends on the convention. Some of them cost $200, which is fine. Some of them cost like $2,000. But where they will screw you over is in electricity, internet, other costs like furniture rentals, things like that. We learned from Brian, Yaya's amazing partner in crime, that the best way to save money on those ancillary costs is go get a generator instead of renting electricity. Go get a generator. Get a hotspot instead of getting internet, and go get things like that, and get really cheap pop-up booth things that you can use at every single booth you do, which we actually did that, and
It's true.
so we can just it costs a bunch initially, but then you can use it at every single one. It's actually really cheap at Kinko's. It can cost
a few $100s for like one of those roll-up banners. But yeah, depending on if it's a small con or a big con, it can be cheap or expensive.
At Show Zama 85, I have all the Planescape box sets. I actually got as many of the Planescape box sets and books that I could get my hands on before they got super expensive. And they're amazing because the art from TO Lizzy, he's one of my favorite artists of all time.
It's really good.
Which is what my tattoo is, again, like based off of some of his art. And yeah, I love the box sets. It's amazing.
Oh, here's a weird one. What is Jessica and Ross's favorite villains? Ross, what's your favorite villain?
Oh man.
That person doesn't like me.
Sorry.
It's a good question. I mean, like, I can tell you the type of villains I like. That's any good, any help. I don't know. I wouldn't know the answer off the top of my head, but I would have to say that my favorite kind of villain would be one that's like kind of relatable. So like when he like explains his motif, you're just like, oh, if I was in your situation, I probably would have done the same thing, but it's still wrong. If you get what I mean? So like believable villains, not just like a. That's my answer.
I like a lot of the Batman villains.
Oh yeah, I like Joker a lot.
Oh, I hate the Joker.
Well,
I hate the Joker so much.
She does.
I hate the Joker so much. You don't even understand.
Okay, wait,
Every Joker cosplayer, I'm just like, you creep me out. You creep me out so bad because they're all so good. Because like to look like the Joker, you just have to look like crazy makeup and it's just.
Well, I'm
everyone
talking
is
about
so
Dark
good.
Knight
It's so
Joker.
creepy.
I'm talking about
I hate the Joker.
I'm talking about. I like Mark Hamill Joker.
The cosplayers are all too accurate, so they frighten me terribly.
Cool story. I like Mark Hamill Joker.
Yeah, Mark Hamill Joker is really
The
good.
new replacement for him is spot on. Like the imitator.
I don't know. I've always liked the idea of like Arkham Asylum and
I never played those.
Well, like not like the game, but the lore of Arkham Asylum that like Batman doesn't kill people. He just like puts them in the institution, and I don't know. It's just like the idea that everyone in the What are you doing, Holly?
Sorry.
What
are you doing?
Just fucking up our lights.
Holly, you're turning off all the lights.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
She's turning it into a rave.
What are you trying to do?
That everyone. That she's just not. She just doesn't care about our villains. That everyone in the Batman universe has all these like mental problems, and Holly she doesn't care. It's not, if it's not about Holly, it's not important. One time we were doing a Festivus for the rest of us, and we were doing an airing of grievances. And Ross's airing of grievance for Holly. What was your airing of grievance for Holly?
I don't remember.
It was about how Holly, it's that Holly makes things about herself. And while you were saying that about Holly put a spider on the wall and was like, "Look, everyone, look at this spider on the wall." And like Ross was like, "Holly, I'm trying to talk about my airing of grievance."
And then she did it again when Lizzy started doing her one.
Yeah, Holly kept like derailing the conversation to like talk about herself.
You know why? It's because she's an only child and she doesn't know how to work with
that's
siblings.
so mean.
It's not mean. It's the truth, Holly.
It's the truth.
It's so mean.
Deep-seated.
Look at the Garrus body pillow.
Holly told everyone today, Ross, that you didn't want her to become blonde.
No, because it didn't look like her sister.
No, what I said was I'm not really attracted to blonde girls, but like short hair blonde I like, I think.
This is the Garrus.
The hair that you guys more like Daenerys, which I'm totally down for.
Yeah.
I don't like the kind of like yellow blonde. Yours is more like white.
Yeah, it's like white blonde.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
So this is the Garrus body pillow. It's a fan-made body pillow. It's not a BioWare body pillow.
I know.
You really dropped the ball on that one.
Well, there was a joke.
I really like
April
this one.
Fool's one.
Look, it's got a little heart on the visor.
I didn't see that.
Isn't that funny?
It's a fan-made one.
Because it's sarcastic. It's just like making, and he's got like little cross feet. It's so funny.
Holly uses it when she's not with Ross. When she's forever alone.
It's true. It's actually really comfortable here, Ross.
We don't touch it.
Oh god, gross. There's stains all over it.
Yeah, we don't touch that.
Stains a lot.
Holly and Orf
So
touch
is
it.
it raw that pillows see some action?
I'm sure it has. Holly used to have a picture on her desk of Garrus holding a cupcake.
I still
Not me.
have it.
Not a picture of me. A picture of Garrus holding a cupcake.
And never of Ross. She doesn't have any pictures
I had a picture
of
of
Ross.
you. I had a picture of you from my Polaroid.
Of, like, on your desk?
No, yes, it was on my
Which
desk.
David at your work
Yes, he
stole
stole, but he
for a
stole-
whole week
No,
and you never
He
noticed.
stole Garrus too.
No, but he stole a picture of me and you didn't even notice for an entire
He
week.
stole Garrus too.
Yeah,
I'm just
after
saying.
you didn't notice that.
But you noticed Garrus being gone.
Yeah, you noticed Garrus being gone. It doesn't help your case.
Drink more, Holly.
No,
I'm
Ross is being mean.
teasing.
Drink more and then you won't notice Ross. Oh, please stop. Please stop. Please stop. No one needs
What's your
to
favorite
see that.
Seinfeld episode, Jessica?
Oh
Oh, the one
man.
where he takes off his shirt while peeing. That's pretty funny.
I like Man Hands a lot. I like the one where they can't get into the Chinese restaurant. Oh man.
Yeah, I got No, just long ago.
I like the one where George is under his desk, like hiding from his boss the whole episode. I like the one where Elaine is a copywriter for the travel, like that LL Bean. And that happens for a few episodes, but there's like one in specific that I can't really remember the plot, but it's a good plot. I'm sorry. I haven't watched Seinfeld in a few years, actually. Seinfeld and Friends. They're both good shows, but I haven't watched them in years. Do you have advice for girls who want to cosplay? Don't listen to other people. Just do it and have fun.
It's true.
And ideally, find friends to do it with you, because those are the only people you should listen to.
It's true.
Oh, wait, wrong one.
Why are you doing this again?
Someone wanted me to play the keyboard. Hold on, I'm gonna do it. It's not plugged in.
Ross and Holly are going to Phoenix Comic Con. I will not be there. I will be at home.
I wish you could come, but Jessica can't take the days off work. But we'll be at Amazing Las Vegas.
We'll be at Amazing Las Vegas. So if you live in Las Vegas, or
Oh, it's fun.
do you want to come with us, Ross? We're
No,
driving.
I got this.
On the weekend?
Wait, when? When's this?
It's the week after E3.
The week after E3.
Yeah, so we have E3, your birthday,
And
then that week after.
I got another convention I'm going to.
Which convention?
Uh,
That weekend after?
mhm.
Why didn't we know about this? Did you, Holly?
I did.
Why didn't you tell me?
Forgot about it.
Where is this at?
Pasadena.
Who's going? Is everyone
Me
going?
and Aaron.
Is Graham going?
It's not Graham by himself.
What is it?
It's like a Transformers collector's con.
Oh no, Graham wouldn't enjoy that. We do watch Game of Thrones. I haven't seen the latest episode. Apparently Ross wants to watch it with me.
You haven't watched it. You said you haven't watched any of Game of Thrones.
I've watched all of Game of Thrones. I watched it before you watched it.
What? No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
When did you start watching it?
When it first started.
Yeah, so did I.
Okay, then we watched it at the same time.
Okay. I guess there's nothing to argue about.
All I know is soundtrack music.
Which you wrote.
I feel like Holly's gotten really emo. I feel like the stream went on too long, guys. But now I feel like I have to have an even number to end the stream, so we have to go on for 10 more minutes. People need to ask more questions and liven up the stream. This is the worst. We'll never, ever, ever have a 2-hour stream again. This is almost as bad as when we had technical difficulties. A stream that's too long is almost as bad as a stream that has technical difficulties. Because at least the technical difficulties are hilarious.
You turn that on. Hold on. Stop.
Are you going to do chopsticks, Ross?
Listen to this. What's that? Who knows that?
It's the start of a song. I don't know the rest. Leave that one to guessing.
E.T.
No, it's not E.T.
We will probably
Okay.
both be at Edmonton Expo at the Bioware booth. Yes.
It was Yoshi's Island.
It's taking it easy.
Holly, you have the power. You have the power to make one character from any show become a real person. Who would you choose? Are you listening?
Any show?
Yeah.
A TV show. If I can make any character from a TV show real?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got a good one.
Go for it.
The genie from Aladdin.
That's not a TV show.
It was. They had a
That's
TV show. Because if you get him, you get the wishes. You get the wishes. You get all the characters you want. You get 3 additional characters. Or like infinite characters.
Who are your additional 3 characters then?
The Doctor probably, because that'd be awesome. But it's hard to automatically come with that. We're gonna have to spend a wish on that.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Doctor.
Yeah.
I like Sherlock.
Well, he's real. He's Benedict Cumberbatch. He's just brooding Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't think I want to waste a wish on that. The Doctor's multiple people. I would say. Okay, Optimus. No, wait. That would be pretty difficult because you don't know what. You'd probably step on things. Shit.
That's a good question.
The Doctor. I would definitely want a Transformer as a car. That would be, like, but not in a little lame way, like Michael Bay would, just like a chill way. Like, he's my buddy, he gives me lifts every now and again. He can sleep in the front yard.
Oh my god, Mork from Mork and Mindy. I love Mork and Mindy.
Who else? Oh. Well, maybe the Fairly Odd Parents would be pretty cool because then you'd have like more wishes to do the same thing. So
Someone said that
just
you
like
reminded
witch
me
anyway.
of Cosmo when I was Wanda.
Yeah, that's true.
That's cute.
You used to get Robin Williams. What a bargain.
I am actually. I'm gonna make my Wreck-It Ralph costumes before all.
I do like Adventure Time. I said that I wanted to do Marceline, a Marceline cosplay. I was just telling Holly that today. I wanted to do a Marceline cosplay.
Ooh, the Cat Lord and the Hawk Lord. The Hawk Lord is amazing.
What movie scared you as a child? Dumbo. Fucking Constance on Parades.
Oh my god,
I was really afraid of The Exorcist. I watched it when I was like 7 years old.
I was totally terrified of the 1950s version of War of the Worlds.
Yeah. I'm still afraid of mirrors. But my mom said that that was because my older sister hypnotized me. I'm also afraid of dolls.
What's the name of the con in Las Vegas?
It's Amazing Las Vegas Con. We will be there, I think, like the 20th. I think we're going to have a booth. I don't know. It's going to be fun, though. We do listen to Welcome to Night Vale. Holly has done a Welcome to Night Vale cosplay, and I'm going to do one. She's Cecil, and I'm going to do a Kevin cosplay.
It's true. I love Welcome to Night Vale. It's great. Jessica loves it now, too.
I do love it. I've just gotten to the part.
Those dry scones.
I know. What a dick. Dry scones are the worst.
Have you guys ever blacked out at a con? I don't think so.
I blacked out once when I was in a 4th of July parade as a little drummer boy because I was dehydrated and it was like 105 degrees outside because we lived in the desert and I was like 16 years old and I was the drummer and this was like a Revolutionary War. This was a Revolutionary War like fife and drum corps and I was wearing wool, of course. I'm not like deathly allergic to wool. That was a lie.
I already talked about how that was a lie at the convention.
Did you?
Yes, I did. I was like, Jessica's not allergic to wool.
I am allergic to wool.
I was like, her body was shutting down. What are you going to say? She's allergic to wool? or her body shutting down because she's overworked from a TV show.
I'm allergic to wool, but it makes me itchy. What really happened is I had like an incredible migraine, and I'm pretty sure like it was just like overexhaustion, and I had a migraine, and I was getting like halo effect from a migraine, and I just started like vomiting from like having a terrible, awful migraine. I've never had such a terrible one. But I was wearing wool, so it was really hot. Not because I was allergic to wool, but because I was like in full like wool and linen, and I was a little drummer boy, and I passed out and fell to the ground. And I'm really lucky I did not drop my drum because it was like a $2,000 drum. I was 16, and I blacked out in the middle of
someone said you'd make a great Marceline. The only question is which version. She has a pretty big wardrobe.
I know. I like the Marceline. I like the Marceline. So anyway, so that's the only time I blacked out. And someone gave me an ice pack, and I was okay. And I ended up drumming in the parade. Anyway, I play the snare drum. Little known fact. So for Adventure Time, the Marceline, the vampire princess that I would want to be. I like the initial one that you meet her as, where I would have to do like the super long hair where it's like all the way to the ground. So I need to find like
oh my god
a wig that's long.
Someone said that woman that made you get up was a bitch, wasn't she? The security guard. Do you know if they blur someone's face out, that shit's for real?
Yeah, no, it was terrible. I'll get back to that. So the Marceline cosplay I would want to do. I like her in like her like gray wife beater with the jeans and her little cowboy boots. And then like of course her like axe base that she has. I don't know why, I just really like that one the best. I mean, she has like the cute little dress and she has like her straw hat, but I really like her kind of like original dress that she has. I don't know why I like Marceline so much. A lot of the cosplayers that have done her, they kind of look like Homestuck, which I think is also interesting. So I could just kind of go to Homestuck meetups and be like, hey guys, and then they'd like reject me, and I'd be like, I'll never learn what Homestuck is.
Yeah, Homestar Runner people, you gotta be inclusive.
I love Homestar Runner. I'm a cup of coffee.
Did you guys
Really?
get a lot of flack for doing the musical and anime con where not be as recognized?
A little bit, but most people were cool about it when we were on the con floor.
Oh my god, Holly, would you work with Doc Hammer on Doctor Strange since he's such a big fan? You know I would.
Yeah.
And then Jessica would kill me so she could work with them.
It's so cool. Yeah, but the woman, the security guard, it was pretty terrible because that was the worst convention we'd ever been to, Anime Matsuri. It's not like a bad convention, but like the hotel that it was in was really poorly set up. You had to wait like 30 or 40 minutes to get like up and down the elevator, and there was no place to sit. And I was really sick, and eventually like I couldn't stand up anymore because I was so sick. So I just had to sit on the floor in the middle of the hallway, and the security guard, who, like, it's their job to enforce rules, they were just like, you need to stand up. And I was like, I can't stand up. And she was like, you need to stand up. And at that time, I just got belligerent because I was like, you know what? You can arrest me because that's how sick I am, because I would rather be in jail where I will get medical attention than wait 30 minutes to get up to my room where there is no water. She did not arrest me.
Oh, that crazy lady?
Yeah, that totally crazy lady.
I heard about that.
Yep. And they blurred her face.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I ended up kind of looking like the bad guy in the scene. Coincidentally, the elevator opened right about the time that I was like, handcuff me, you crazy bitch. The elevator opened. Holly like dragged me into the elevator, said, I hate this convention. The elevator doors closed. This guy was eating teriyaki chicken in the elevator doors.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Holly was like, can you please just like close that? My friend's about to throw up. He looked at me deadpan and said, someone's already thrown up in here today. And I like really wish that
you barfed on him.
I wish I could have.
Just peed on him.
I wish.
Squirted in his face.
Ew.
You know, Yeah, it's like seriously. If you go to a convention and you got food, just fucking wait until you get to your room because other people have to use it, and it's fucking rigs. I hate that. People were doing that at MagFest and it really shitted me. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing
Fucking
eating
disgusting.
food in an elevator? It's totally gross.
It's a condensed space. It doesn't matter what you're eating. It's gonna stink up the whole place because it smells have nowhere to go.
I'm really hungry. Is there more of that?
So Holly, why don't we raise our glass to that and also answer our last question.
Question time.
Do you enjoy being on Heroes of Cosplay?
No.
Ross didn't, and that's why he's not on season 1.5.
That's true, but we did.
And
we did.
Our favorite part is teaching new people about cosplay and teaching little kids and kids at heart that they never have to give up their imagination and exploring like new realms and
Give
doing
up their imagination. Like
It's
some
true.
fucking witch is gonna take it from them.
Yes, they will take it from them unless we defend it.
Taking away their imagination is like
Ross,
robbing them of their sentience.
not everyone
Not
can be
everyone-
an animator. Some
Not
people-
everyone maintains their childlike innocence like you do, Ross.
Yeah,
You
some
can
people.
mustache.
Some
I
people.
can.
Some people get pedo
It is.
mustaches and have to work in office jobs and like don't get to
What are you talking about me?
imaginative. So we
Sorry.
got to teach people that you can
We
keep
did.
a costume trunk and work in an office job and then go home and create things.
And still have a pedo mustache if you want.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
That's your choice.
Anyway, join us same bat time, same bat network
That
next
channel.
week.
That channel.
Next week at 10 p.m. Pacific time, whatever the time
Hopefully
that is.
Lizzie will be able to join us.
Maybe, if she's not fighting the man. Cheers, Holly. We will finish these
I'm the
off camera. Ross is also here tonight. And thank you guys so much for joining us.
And if you have any questions, make sure to tweet us. I'm at Holly Conrad.
I'm at Jessica Herizan. Totally sorry about how that's spelled.
I'm at can I have my computer back?
At Rubber Ninja. Don't
Maybe.
forget to subscribe to our YouTube channels. At Commander Holly, at Jessica Marzipan, spelled like how it sounds,
And
at
you-
Rubber Ninja, who
He doesn't care.
he's
And-
gonna favorite this video.
And at youtube.com/Crabcat
/Crabcat
is go.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Fuck off. I'm kidding.
Ross, don't say that. There's kids listening.